Okay, this one's going to be a little bit more of an informal video post because it's a topic that came up recently in a client call, and I think it's a very useful topic to discuss with you today. It's how to ethically estimate a project delivery date by adding some fluff to the number without outright per se lying. There's a way to mathematically and statistically do it so that we can include a potential delay in a project, things that tend to usually happen, and yet mathematically account for it so that everybody has a really safer idea of when a project will be done. I'm going to tell you this in this video, so keep watching. I think you're going to really love it, and it's going to help you as you have you or your team start estimating projects in a more consistent manner. Hi, my name is Shawn Sommerkamp, and this is Motivationeer Christian Coaching. I post 2 videos a week, so please like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon so you can be reminded when I do. Please also consider becoming a member at Motivationeer.com. Your membership really supports this channel. Thank you. Okay, the formula that I'm going to talk about today is called the PERT formula, P-E-R-T. PERT stands for Program Evaluation and Review Technique. I'm not going to get into the details of that right now. But PERT comes with a formula that allows for the normal distribution curve to mathematically estimate how 68% of the time the project will come in based on a certain factor. That probably didn't make a lot of sense, but let me tell you what the formula is, and I think it will. This is a way for you to have your team provide a way more accurate estimate of when projects will get done based on time estimates from knowledge holders so that you can let everybody on the team know, all the stakeholders know, a more reasonable expectation for when things will be delivered. Okay? The formula goes like this. It's called the PERT formula, and it goes like this. T equals, T being estimated time, equals optimistic time, which is O, plus 4 times the most likely time, which is the letter M, plus the pessimistic time, all divided by 6. When you use this formula, you are in a sense factoring in potential buffer for when things might go wrong, which is where the normal distribution curve comes in. I won't get into that right now. I think it'll honestly just bore you. But when we're talking about optimistic time, that's if you're going to ask your team, the knowledge holders, what is the optimistic time that we could get this done if nothing went wrong? You look at it like, if everything went smoothly, how long would it take to get this done, ideally? That's the optimistic time. Then you ask them for the pessimistic time. Okay, let's say much of what could go wrong does go wrong. How long would it take to get it done under those conditions? That's your pessimistic value. Then you say, okay, with your experience of doing these projects, what's most likely the time you'll be able to get it done from your experience? That's the M for most likely time. Then you just do the calculation. Optimistic time plus 4 times most likely time plus the pessimistic time divided by 6. This will land you in that 1 standard deviation in the normal distribution curve, which is the center of the line, in a very good way to take into account potential delays in projects. Okay, so let's use an example. Let's say you have a project, and believe me, you can use this for anything. It doesn't have to be a high-tech project or even a project management project. They could just be somebody on your team you've asked them to do and to give you an estimate when it's going to get done. So you say to one of your employees, okay, I want you to have a round 1 version of this document done. How long is it going to take you to do it? You teach them to do it from a perspective of optimistically. Okay, optimistically, if everything went right, it'll take me about a day, 8 hours. Then you ask them pessimistically. Okay, pessimistically, if a lot of stuff goes wrong and I can't find the source documentation and I have a hard time getting approval from the people to use their data, it could take me something like 4 days, 32 hours. Then you say, okay, from your experience doing this, what's the most likely time it'll take? Actually, it'll probably take about 2 days. Then you do the formula. 1 plus 4 times 2 plus 4. 1 plus 8 plus 4 is 12 divided by 6 is 2 days. This is how you do it. It's not taking an average. the numbers just kind of worked out like this. If we used a way more complex example, you'd kind of see it wouldn't be just the average. And it wouldn't always land on the most likely time either. It is a really great way for us as Christians with a very clear conscience to factor in potential things that could go wrong instead of just telling somebody, I'll get that to you in 4 days when really you know it could probably get done in 2. It would be dishonest to do that, to pad numbers, to, what's the phrase that we use, to sandbag. We don't want to sandbag. We want to give real methodological way of creating time estimates that can be used by everybody in the department, and you get into the habit of using it. And then you kind of track how well it does. You will see, because of the Gaussian curve, the normal distribution curve, things will tend to be during that PERT formula time, the expected time. When you're doing a project estimate, use the PERT formula to get into the habit of creating a very good, repeatable, predictable way of estimating time without violating your conscience. Thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe for 2 new videos each week. Tell me in the comments below about your career situation, and I'll make a video for you with a shout out. You can also become a member at Motivationeer.com. Your career is not just a way to make a living, it's a way to transform the world.